Hello and welcome to Cadence Design Systems Fidelity Tutorial Tuesday, where we show you how to use a feature or demonstrate a technique in just a few minutes. Today we are going to look at how to install and set up the Fidelity CharLES software suite on your local machine. To begin, head over to downloads.cadence.com. Here, enter your Cadence credentials, that is your email address or user ID, and your password. Then click on Login. It is important to note here that currently, the Fidelity CharLES solver is only available on Linux systems. However, the Connect app, which is a front-end software, can be installed on Windows or Mac. On the Downloads landing page, select Linux under the operating systems. Then, in the search bar under the releases, begin by typing CHA, and you'll see a drop-down of options. Go ahead and proceed to select the latest release, which is Fidelity CharLES 2023.2. On the right side of the downloads page, we are going to have a couple of options. The first one is the CharLES solver, which again is available for only Linux systems here. The next one is the Connect app, which is available in two flavors of Linux. The first one is in RPM format, and the second one is in the Debian format right here. To access the Windows version of the CharLES Connect application, scroll all the way up, and on the left side, you're going to click on Windows. On the right, you will see the download option for the Windows version. Likewise, with the Mac OS, on the left, you're going to click on Other, and then on the right, you can see the download for the Mac OS. For today's video, I will be working on a Linux system, so I'm going to go back to the Linux operating system and download the solver. Click Download. It's going to download in the top right side. Then I'm going to go down to the Connect app and download the RPM version because I'm going to be running on a Red Hat system. So again, click Download, and it's downloading. On the Linux system, first open the terminal application, then change directory to where the Fidelity CharLES installation packages were downloaded to or transferred to. In my case, it was transferred to the home directory. So when I check the contents of my home directory, we see that we have here the solver installation and the Connect app installation here. To start the installation of the solver, first make sure that the installation package is executable by running the command chmod 700 then base charles _run. Now run the shell script using the command bash base _run, and it's going to start the installation. After the necessary installation files have been extracted, you'll be met with this prompt. You can type view to actually view the license agreement, otherwise type yes to proceed. Here, you'll be asked to specify the default installation path, but for me, I like it in the home directory, so I'm going to just hit enter. Type yes again to proceed with the installation. And that's it. You have successfully installed the Fidelity CharLES solver. Before you proceed, use your preferred text editor to configure the licensing and add the CharLES launch script to your path. This can be done by editing the bashrc or cshrc file. In my case, I have a bashrc file, so I'm going to edit that. So vi.bashrc. In here, there are two major entries that you need to have. The first one is the export cds_license_file, which is equal to port at your hostname ID right here. The second one is to export the path of your installation directory to your path so you can actually access the CharLES launch script universally. The last entry is an alias cascade, which points to the CharLES launch script. This can make it easier for you to launch the installer on the command line. After editing your bashrc, you can now exit out of this into your terminal. You can test your installation by running one of the small example cases that ship with the CharLES solver package. The example cases are contained in the test directory of the installation. To run the pipe example, we are going to copy the input files from the installation directory to our local directory. Right here. Afterwards, you are going to change our directory to the pipe folder. Be sure to source your bash RC to ensure that the commands actually work on this terminal. Then after that, you can now type the launch script, charles launch.sh, the normal processors, then the OMPI flag, stitch.exe, then dash I stitch.input file, and you're going to pipe that to a log file, .log. So now you can verify to ensure that everything ran correctly by looking at the log file that was generated. And you can see here that the mesh actually ran successfully because we have a pipe.mles or mesh les file generated. You can verify that this was written by checking your directory, and you should have a pipe.mles file generated here. The next check you can do is to run the ideal gas solver on the pipe mesh that was initially generated. Here I'm using the alias cascade, which was set up in the bash RC to run this solver. So you can run the ideal gas solver using this command here, and then it's piped again to the log file charles.log. If I hit enter, it's going to be running this solution. And again, when it's done, you can actually check the charles.log that was generated to make sure that everything runs fine. And here you can see that the solution actually ran okay and paused at the point where we expected it to pause. And that's it. With this, we have successfully installed the Fidelity CharLES solver. If you like this video, be sure to click the thumbs up button or subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, drop us a line below or connect with us via LinkedIn, which is linked in the description. Thank you all and have a pleasant Tuesday.